Hi everyone, so today I am going to talk a little bit about Inglot. I know that Inglot's becoming quite popular here on YouTube, and I know they've been around for a little while. I first discovered them back in I think 2002 or 2003. I went on vacation to visit my parents in Ottawa, and I came across a store called Inglot in Rideau Centre. And I went in there and it was just like, ah, like so many colors and everything. I'm like, this is just like MAC, except with more colors, it seemed. So that basically started my, I guess like my passion, I guess, for Inglot. I didn't actually get an Inglot store in my city until I moved to Vancouver, because I didn't have one in Edmonton at the time. So when I moved to Vancouver in 2006, there was an Inglot in Metro Town. However, after a year, or maybe even less than a year after I moved to Vancouver, Inglot actually closed down, and then the one in Ottawa closed down. I was talking to the people at Inglot, and they were kind of saying how they really couldn't compete with MAC. They were kind of an unknown name, and yeah, both the malls that I knew of them in, they also had MAC stores there. So really, I think that they kind of expanded way too fast, even before Inglot had a name, because a lot of people were actually not really familiar with Inglot. But I remember MAC was always packed back then, right? And Inglot was just always kind of dead. So it was a real shame, because I actually really appreciated a lot of the stuff that they had in the store. I'm not so familiar with their face products. However, you know, I am pretty familiar with their eyeshadows. So I'll quickly show you some of the items that I have here. And I'm also going to post actual swatch pictures and everything like that on my blog. The one thing I didn't do with the pictures is that I didn't group all the eyeshadows together. Like, you know, like I have this palette here. So I didn't actually swatch them all like that. I actually swatched all the light colors with light, just so you can compare the colors to each other, just to see, yeah, like what's more blue, what's more red, and things like that. I decided to swatch these just because I know that Inglot, I think they have a website now, I believe, I've heard or something. However, there's no like online shopping. You actually have to call their office. Which is something that I think that they need to update really fast, because there are a lot of people who are into Inglot now on YouTube especially. So I grouped all the purples and the blues and the pinks, and then all the other kind of colors together, just so you can compare them to each other. So I have this palette here. This is the 10 palette, and this is the Freedom palette. And they're held together with magnets. So basically they're stackable and everything. I got this palette probably a couple of years ago, I think. Yeah, I think it was a couple of years ago. So I have these colors here. They have a couple different kinds of colors, or different kinds of finishes of their eyeshadows. The ones that I have are the pearls, which are, yeah, basically like pearl shadows or satin finish, basically, or maybe even more than a satin finish. And then they have the mattes, which is exactly what it is, a matte shadow. Then they have the AMC shadows. So it's like a matte shadow with sparkle in it, like that. They have the AMC Shine shadows, which is this one here, which is a shadow, like it's like a mix between a pearl and an AMC shadow. And then they also have the DS shadow. So I'm not too sure what the difference between a DS and an AMC shadow are. Not totally sure, because they look pretty much the same, you know? Like that's AMC, that's DS. So I'm not too sure, you know, they both look like they all look like matte shadows with like sparkle or glitter in it. So those are the several different finishes that I have. So Pearl, DS, and AMC. I'm not too sure what the difference between those two are, and AMC Shine. So that is that palette that I have. And of course I have all the swatches and labels them all labeled on my blog, which I'll have a link in the bottom bar. And then, yeah, I just basically label all of my palettes so I know exactly what they are, because they're not the easiest to pop out. I've gouged them, like you can see in this one up here, I've gouged them several times with my palette knife, trying to get them out. That's the one thing I'm not a big fan of these palettes. Then I have this palette here, which is my more recent buy. So I have a mix of AMC Pearls and AMC Shine and DS on here. And then I have this one that Shiv got me, or Let's Makeup. She got this for me during a swap that we did. And then I also have a bunch of singles. So this one here, I believe, is a pearl. Just a light pink color. And then I have a brighter pink. And I can't read this one anymore. Shoot. It's like 190 something. I'm gonna have to figure out what it is for you guys. Oh, back in the day. Okay, so they had ones called Matrix, I believe. This is Matrix 726, this one here. So these ones actually look like they are like now like the AMC or the DS. This one is Matrix 191. So I don't know if they use these colors anymore, these ones. These could be like really old ones, I'm not too sure. I'll have to check the website. And this is 231 Matrix. Maybe that's like the name for like the non-Freedom palettes. I'm not too sure, sorry guys. I have two glosses from Inglot, which are these ones here. They're like super duper iridescent, especially this one here. I got this one from Siobhan, or Let's Makeup, from our swap, and then this one here I purchased when I was in Montreal a couple of years ago. Those look fantastic over like dark colors. They really show up. You'll see, I swatched them on top of Illamasqua's Disciple, which is like a really dark blue color, just so that you could see the iridescence to it. And this one is, this lipstick is number 150. And I swatched this one next to Up the Amp and a couple other ones that are very similar to this one. I really like the feeling of this lipstick. It's very creamy. And then I have a blush, which is number 43. So this one here, and it also has, I don't know if you can see it, but it has some sparkle in it. So yeah, that is my Inglot collection here. And then swatches are on my blog, which is down the info bar. And yeah, so I just did this video just to show you guys some swatches, because I know that the website, you know, the colors aren't always representative and stuff, and Inglot is just kind of catching on now. So, you know, people don't get the chance to actually go see it in person because there's not that many stores and not that many places that actually offer Inglot. I know there's like a ton in Montreal and Quebec. I'm not too sure about where they are in the States. I think there's like a whole bunch opening up here and there. So anyways, it's very exciting that Inglot's coming back because I've always been a big fan of them. And I hope you guys found this video to be beneficial. And also on my vlog channel, either tonight or tomorrow morning, I'm going to be posting a video on my tattoos. It's probably the most common question that I get is, you know, basically anything about my tattoos. You know, why did you get your tattoos? What are they about? What do they look like? Things like that. And I've never actually posted on this channel. So now that I have a vlog channel, I'm more comfortable in posting that kind of stuff on there. So yeah, go subscribe to it or check it out. Hopefully I'll have it posted ASAP.